Brought to you by Asombro Institute for Science Education, dedicated to increasing natural science literacy through engaging, place-based education.
Hi, I'm Anna Keener, and I wrote One Day in the Desert. This is part of the long-term ecological research schoolyard book series, and it's a series that has many books in it, all following children in different parts of the world who are exploring the habitats where they live. So actually, Mariana's pen pals in this book, Kupi and Ellie, have their own books in the series. So Kupi has Kupe and the Corals, and you can follow him as he explores the lagoon where he lives and some mysterious bubbles that are rising to its surface. Ellie's log follows Ellie as she explores the forest around her home, and she keeps an amazing science journal of what she finds. In one chapter, she takes a piece of moss home and looks at it under the microscope, and she finds all kinds of amazing creatures on that moss, which she records in her journal. Mariana is also recording what she sees during her field trip, and she uses the photo that her grandfather gave her to learn about how that ecosystem changed over time. Whenever we record something that we see in the environment or take a picture, it becomes a snapshot of what happened at that time, and in the future we can use it to learn about how that area has changed. That's exactly what scientists are doing when they record data in the same place year after year. They're learning how that area changes over long periods of time. I wonder what you would find if you went exploring around you. If you go outside, you could keep your own science journal of what you see. Want to learn how? Okay, so I just have a plain notebook. Any notebook that you have will work. And what I found outside was this yucca seed pod. So I want to use it for my first journal entry. I'm going to title it Yucca Seed Pod. And I'll put today's date. I also want to put where I found it, out in the backyard. And I want to describe what the weather was like at that time. It was sunny and windy. Okay, so now I'm going to start sketching the seed pod, and the goal here is not to make this sketch perfect. You really just want to record what you see, and you can do that not only with this sketch, but with the words that you use. There's a stick that it's attached to. Inside there are these black seeds. I'll draw a few of those. And when the seed pod is closed, they stack up one on top of each other, and there's these little ridges inside from that. All right, I'll draw a seed kind of off to the side as well. They're kind of this interesting flat shape. And I also want to use words to describe the seed and the seed pod. So this seed is flat and black. And the seed pod itself is tan, dry, and fragile. When these seed pods are growing, they're green and closed, and then as they start to die, they open up so that they can release the seeds into the environment and hopefully grow more yucca plants. Alright, so this is my first entry in my science journal. I hope this inspires you to get outside where you live and do your own journaling. Thank you so much. Take care.